Hello everybody, and welcome to my birthday DVD update. Today's date that I'm filming this is September 2nd, 2011, but my actual birthday was yesterday on September 1st. Getting right into the update, I'll say who these movies were from, because I've had some of them sent to me online, from people, which I'll give you guys, you know who you are, who sent me stuff. I'll give you guys acknowledgments in here. And, yeah, here we go. Let's put on my creature snap bracelet. How do you like that? I did it the wrong way. Now we're ready. Alright, the first two are dollar DVDs, and the first dollar DVD is one that was sent to me online, as I was saying. This one is from the Super Game Pug Bros. I'll put your channel channel link like right there in an annotation. And Super Game Pug Bros, thank you for sending me this. It is a dollar DVD of SFX Retaliator, aka Special Effects Retaliator, with Linda Blair is listed on the cover, although she's not in it that much. It's got this really cool 80s theme song that I ripped from the end credits and put on my iPod and stuff. Really cool 80s sound in there. It's okay, dollar store appropriate, I would say. Nothing above that. Just yeah, Super Game Pug Bros, thanks for this. It was an excellent dollar DVD, even though it was free. And I love the theme song, the Retaliate, like that song. Hey, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, SFX Retaliator, awesome movie. For $1. It's weird. I don't know why, but whenever I've had a lot of physical activity, my voice isn't as deep. Because watch my previous updates, that's how my voice really is. My voice is really deep. And now I've been doing a lot of running and jogging today, so now I'm all worn out and my voice box is stretched. That happens to me when I do a lot of activities. Alright, getting back on subject. Here's the other dollar DVD. This one was not one that was sent to me, this one I got for myself, and I've actually got this one on right now. It's called Dreamland. It's about all the UFO sightings and stuff around Area 51. It's actually pretty cool. It's a 2-hour long documentary. I've been watching it for about 45 minutes now. I got it on literally right now for the first time as we're speaking. And from what the first 45 minutes have showed already, they're showing some pretty cool UFO footage. Some of it I've seen before online, and some of it, it's fresh, cool, home, video recorded footage. It's really cool. They're showing some cool stuff. I remember in 8th grade I watched a bunch of documentaries and stuff about UFOs and stuff like that in my AP reading class. I never saw this documentary though, Dreamland. Yeah, this is good for $1. It's a good documentary for $1. The dollar store should have way more movies that are along this sort. Not saying SFX Retaliator isn't good, but alright, those were the only $2 DVDs. Now I'm getting into the actual birthday DVDs. This one is from my one uncle, Uncle Bill, and it's a Roger Corman double feature. This is the first Roger Corman movie or Roger Corman double feature type thing that I got. I don't have any of the lone Roger Corman movies either. This one is a double feature of Deathsport and Battletruck. Deathsport is with David Carradine. I have not watched that one yet, but I have watched Battletruck, and Battletruck is good. It's got the guy from Killdozer in it, James Wainwright, along with the girl from Beetlejuice, Annie McEnroe, John Ratzenberger, who did all the Disney Pixar movies, I think. Michael Beck from this movie called The Warriors, which I understand is pretty popular, but I haven't seen The Warriors. Battletruck's good though. It's great low budget. I think it was a US production, but they shot it in New Zealand because it was cheaper. That's what the commentary said, but Battletruck is good. Battletruck never had its own DVD. It was only available in this set. You could buy the VHS of it called Warlords of the 21st Century, but as for a DVD of Battletruck, this is the only release it had. Which doesn't make a lot of sense because Deathsport was released on DVD separate, but yeah, Battletruck, if you want the DVD of it, it's only in this. It's good though, Battletruck's good. Next one is a movie with Michael Harris, Brian James, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Corbin Burnson. It's like one of those, when I'm watching this, it reminds me a lot of those Lifetime mystery movies. So this is pretty much a Lifetime mystery movie with a lot of sexuality in it. And it's The Soft Kill, starring Michael Harris. Michael Harris, I think Michael Harris is a good actor. He was good in, where is it? Michael Harris played the Sandman in this movie called Sleep Stalker. That's him on the cover. And I thought Sleep Stalker was good, so I wanted to see something else that Michael Harris was in. Hence, The Soft Kill. I got this because he has the leading role. That's his picture right there on the back. It was okay. It's, as I said, it's like sort of like a Lifetime or Hallmark mystery movie with a lot of sex in it. It's okay though. Action, suspense, thriller. It's pretty good. I got it for real cheap. This isn't a movie you'd pay a lot for. I liked it. It's okay. Not that bad. I liked it. Now this is a comedy I recently bought that I really liked. It's with Martin Lawrence, Luke Wilson, Dave Chappelle, Peter Green, and William Forsythe. Blue Streak. I thought this was funny. I enjoyed this one a lot. All the good actors in it. I like Blue Streak. I thought it was good. A lot of parts of it made me laugh. It was a perfect comedy story with him trying to steal something from a police station. It was good. It has a cool documentary. Kind of wish they would have had a commentary on it. That would have been cool. But yeah, it's like a hip-hop type soundtrack. I'm not really a fan of like hip-hop or rap music. But overall, Blue Streak, I got this like used at Blockbuster for real cheap. Blue Streak is good. I like it. Now this next one is one of 4 movies that my dad got me. This one is a movie starring, this has like an international cast. It's like Roy Scheider, Bruno Kremer, Francisco Rabal, Amadou, that's the only part of the guy's name, Amidou, and Ramon Bier, well, it sounds like all French, and then there's Roy Scheider. Sorcerer. There's another movie that I'm showing later on in this update that has a plot that is very similar to this. It's okay. I like Sorcerer. It's old. It's kind of slow. I wish they would have just dubbed it because there's a lot of scenes of the movie that just deal with subtitles. I'm not really a subtitle fan. I wish they would have like just dubbed the whole thing in English. But Roy Scheider, he's good in this. I think this is like the movie he did like either right before or right after Jaws 2. I got this used. Me and my dad, he bought me 4 movies. We went to FYE, bought 4 cheap movies there. Sorcerer, it's good. It's an okay action movie. It's kind of slow. They spend a little too much time on character development of all the people. But if you ever find it for cheap, Sorcerer, it's okay as an action movie. Now this one is from the creator of Third Rock and the Sun and That 70s Show. So you expect this to be a pretty fun movie, which is ironic because fun is right in the title. Funland. I saw the trailer to this movie like back in like April or May. It's been a long time. And it looked fun. Like, it looked very comedic, just very, like, fun. It looked real enjoyable. And now that I'm watching the movie, it does have some kind of comedic moments, but the more I looked at this in deeper detail, it was really just not serious at all. And when I mean not serious, it wasn't, like, funny either. It just kind of seemed pointless. I'm not saying I hated it. I'm just saying it was okay. but not for everybody. If you're a horror fan or a comedy fan or both, or a fan of bad movies, you might like this or you might not. If I had to rate this, I would probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. So I'd rate it halfway like that. No special features at all. Literally, when you turn on the menu, it says play movie and chapter selections. That's it. No settings or anything like that. It's okay. It's kind of, more that I think about it, it's not really a horror or comedy. It's more just like a crime movie, because it's like this mob, like family, mafia family a lot of the time. So this could be considered a crime movie. And there's a lot of slow parts, kind of confusing at some points, because the clown guy, he sees all these visions in his head and they appear on screen. You never know when it's gonna be real or not. So it is another Alexandre Arcady movie. Got a bunch of his French movies already, like both of the Les Grands Pardons movies. The English and French version of Les Grands Pardons 2, Day of Atonement. Then I got Poor Sacha, which is a okay movie he did. He uses the exact same actors all the time. And this one is Leonie. This is my favorite Alexandre Arcady movie. Unlike Day of Atonement, like Les Grands Pardons 1 and all that stuff, this one has a lot of cool action scenes. And it has an awesome soundtrack featuring, this has one of my favorite songs from a movie. It's like this cool song that's like remixed a bunch of times throughout the movie. I think the name of the song is Brother, like brother, bow, 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 brother, bow, bow, bow. That doesn't sound. And it's really ironic. I just showed this Roy Scheider movie, Sorcerer, with Bruno Kremer and Amidou. Well, Bruno Kremer and Amidou are both in this together, too, which I think is funny. Along with a bunch of other of Alexandre Arcady's regular actors. This one is good. And I hope, guys, if any company sees, can you get the rights to this French movie, dub it good, and release this in English? I would love to see an English version of this movie. Leonie and Sacree, it's good. This movie's not. On the other hand, this movie really kind of sucks. Countdown to Disaster. Jan Michael Vincent's in it. This really isn't that great. Super cheesy Canadian movie, I think. Starring Bentley Mitchum. I really don't. I think Bentley Mitchum is Chris Mitchum's son and Robert Mitchum's grandson. Chris Mitchum's in this too, but he's only in it for like 5 minutes. Countdown to Disaster, it's not. It's like a courtroom drama. Now this one, on the other hand, is the other one that got sent to me for free. Robbie W. Webster. Put your channel right there. Robbie W. Webster, thank you for sending me this. You had a double of it. Thank you. And this was based on a true story, Fire in the Sky. Cool alien / sci-fi. Man, I've shown a lot of alien / space movies. I got Dreamland, Countdown to Disaster, and now Fire in the Sky. I got a lot of them. This one's got a cool cast. Robert Patrick, Peter Berg. Cool cast. This is a cool movie. It's based off a true story, and they actually interview the abductee from the movie. Travis Walton is actually interviewed in this Dreamland thing that I'm watching, which is cool. Fire in the Sky, it's a cool sci-fi movie about like aliens and stuff. I watched it all the way through. It's really good. It didn't creep me out like it did with a lot of people, but I still thought Fire in the Sky was good. I think that's out of print now, so if you want to find it, just buy this online for real cheap. It's good. Fire in the Sky. Next one's a movie with Frank Stallone and Chris Mitchum called Death Feud. Sylvester Stallone's brother Frank doesn't really get a lot of props in his movies. He's okay. Not as good as Sylvester, though. It's so funny, though. When I got this Death Feud, I bought this for like $6. On the back, it says, original listing price, $79.95. $79. Would I ever pay $75? Would I ever pay $80 for this? No. But would I pay $6 for this? Yes. It's the first hour of the movie is really, really slow. But when you get to the hour mark and like the 20 minutes that follow it, it's good action, but I kind of wish there would be more action all the way through. I don't really think Death Feud is an appropriate title for this movie. I think the title this movie should have gone under was Mullet Mania. Because like every guy in this movie has a mullet. So yeah, Death Feud. I don't even, this is a bootleg. It was never even on official DVD. So if you want to get the VHS, go for it. But it's really slow until like an hour when there slowly begins more action. But the first hour, there's a lot of women eye candy in there to keep you occupied, so there you go with that. Here's another one I bought with my dad, and this one was a suggestion for me to watch by my friend Thomas Golden. His YouTube name is HorrorFan34, and he recommended it. I never even heard of this movie until he told me about it. And it's this thriller starring Emilio Estevez and Dennis Leary called Judgment Night. I thought this movie was pretty good. HorrorFan34, Tom, this is his favorite movie of all time. Would I consider it my favorite movie of all time? No, but I do enjoy Judgment Night, though. It kept me watching. Peter Green from Blue Streak is in this, which is cool. This is good. Dennis Leary does pretty good in it. Emilio Estevez is good. I didn't really know anyone else, though. Like Cuba Gooding Jr., Stephen Dorff, Jeremy Piven. I didn't really know. I'm sure they're probably really common, but I just never really heard it. It's got a cool 80s, or this was made in the 90s. It's got like a cool 90s rock soundtrack to it. I'm pretty sure you could buy the soundtrack on CD, so yeah, if you like thriller, action, suspense movies, I would highly recommend Judgment Night. It's a very cool movie. Ugh. Next one's a very fun movie with Jeff Daniels, John Goodman. This is another one my dad got me. My dad got me Judgment Night too. And this one was Arachnophobia. Really enjoyed this one. John Goodman's character was awesome in it. I love John Goodman in this movie. There's a picture of him right there. Looks like one of the Ghostbusters or something like that. Yeah, nothing but like good reviews here on the cover. It's Killer Spiders. It's a funny movie. I really enjoyed Arachnophobia. It's really comedic at some points, especially when John Goodman's on screen. It's like, that's right. Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah. Like walking all suave like that. Arachnophobia, this is highly recommended for horror comedy fans. Arachnophobia is great. If you're a fan of Jeff Daniels or John Goodman, definitely give this a watch. Arachnophobia, it's great. I think this is going to be my longest DVD update. And then this next one's another like low-budget 70s Italian action movie starring Richard Harrison, who I actually kind of like Richard Harrison. I know Richard Harrison did all those ninja movies. He was in Jess Franco's Dark Mission. And this one that I got with Richard Harrison, it's Richard Harrison, Gordon Mitchell, who was in SFX Retaliator, and Jean-Marie Lamare, who was in a couple movies I like. He was in Fascination, which I really like. He was in Day of Atonement, Playground Part 2. This one, I know this one's got, I think the original Italian title of this is like Strategia per una mission di morte. I don't know. And then I think the US title is Sabotage. But this print I have right here is the Canadian version called Black Gold. But, God, Black Gold. It's not that much to say about this. It was too long of them. For a movie like this, it should have been like maybe like 80, 85, 90 minutes tops. This was like 100. It had to be close to 2 hours long, maybe a little less. Black Gold, it was okay. The dubbing is terrible. But it's good. Excuse me. It's good. I like it. You can tell the deepness of my voice is starting to come back. It's okay. If you want to buy the VHS, this is another bootleg. See, I kind of made the cover a little bit short here on the back, and I dropped one. So yeah, Black Gold. If you want to buy the VHS, I wouldn't consider this an action movie though. I would just consider this more of adventure. The US VHS is called Sabotage. You could also buy it under names like Black Gold. This right here is the Canadian version, which is dubbed in English, but very badly. Gordon Mitchell's good, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't tell because I wasn't hearing his voice because they dubbed him. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you had tons of money to spend and you wanted to see some more obscure adventure, espionage movies, Black Gold, I guess, would be okay. But the dubbing, as I said, is god-awful. So next one, I've got First Blood on VHS. And the store I was in only had Rambo First Blood Part 2 and Rambo 3. And I figured I'd get them in order, so I got Rambo First Blood Part 2. Good Sylvester Stallone movie. I liked it. This is more common, so I won't spend as much time on this, but I do like Rambo First Blood Part 2. I do like First Blood. Not seen Rambo 3 or Rambo yet. But yeah, Rambo First Blood Part 2 is good. And the final one for this enormous update is, now how this movie came into be, I have no damn idea. I've got the 7 Children of the Corn movies all on DVD. I do not own the remake because the remake is one of the worst things to happen to TV ever. And since I owned all the other sequels, I just had to get this sequel out of curiosity. It just came out a few days ago, and it's Children of the Corn 8 Genesis. Or if you count the remake, Children of the Corn 9 Genesis. Now how the Children of the Corn series made it this far, I got no clue. I hope this is the last one, because this movie was not good at all. It's released by Dimension Extreme. I know they don't release good movies all the time, but Children of the Corn Genesis, just pass on this. It's better than the remake. It's better than 666. And other than that though, it's really not that good. Alright, now going over them all one more time. I think this is my longest DVD update yet. Children of the Corn Genesis. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Black Gold, aka Black Gold Dosher, Sabotage, Lorna Le Lion du Desert, Strategia per una Arachnophobia. God, I forgot the order I was in. I just dumped these all on the floor. I don't know if I'm going in the right order or not, but Judgment Night, Feud, Countdown to Disaster, Leonie, Sacree, Fire in the Sky, Funland. I think I'm going in the wrong order here for this recap, but Blue Streak, excellent comedy movie. Definitely check this out. Sorcerer, The Soft Kill, Deathsport, and Battletruck. I've only watched Battletruck, but Battletruck I do like. Dreamland, and Special Effects Retaliator. I'd like to thank the Super Game Pug Bros for the SFX Retaliator. I'd like to thank Robbie W. Webster for Fire in the Sky. I'd like to thank Horror Fan 34 for telling me about Judgment Night. Let's see, has this been my longest DVD update yet? And no, I'm 1 minute short of it.